So then guys, the next generations of the iPhone 17 models are coming out in around about a month from now. And I, for one, am super excited for these to come out. But today what I want to do is I want to focus on 10 of the most important leaks you need to hear about for the normal iPhone 17. Lots of you guys love the Pro and the Pro Max, but the iPhone 17 this year, I'm going to say for the first time in a long time, is going to get a lot of love for it. And like I said, I'm going to tell you 10 of the most important leaks. And let's start out with number one, and this is what I think is at last the most love you could give an iPhone, and that is it's going to be getting a Pro motion display inside of it at last. So finally, the normal iPhone 17 is going to go up to 120 Hz refresh rate. We've been wanting this for such a long time now in the normal iPhone 17 model, or the normal iPhone sort of range out there, the 16 to 15. You get the idea. It's been a long time coming, and it looks like Apple are finally going to do that upgrade. Now, one thing I would say with this Pro motion display, I'm not sure, or we're not sure, that we're going to get an always on display with this. So this means that obviously it might not go down to 1 Hz of refresh rate. It might be a very similar display to like the iPhone 13. So the iPhone 13 Pro models, when they came out, they could only go down to 10 Hz and go all the way up to 120 Hz. So we might have that ability, because obviously to manufacture that, it's a bit more cheaper for Apple to do that. So they may put that inside. So if you're looking for an always on display, it might not actually come inside of it. It might be still reserved for the Pro phones. But the main point is you will be able to go up to the likes of 120 Hz, what is fantastic news to hear. But moving on from this, for the second big upgrade, and this is another one for the actual phone, and that is to do with the actual screen size, and that is it's going to be even larger than we had last time. So last time with the iPhone 16, we actually had a 6.1 inch display, and to be honest, we've had a 6.1 inch display ever since the iPhone XS. So you know, it's been a long time. We've had the exact same display size, but it looks like it's going to be upgraded to a 6.3 inch display this time round, very similar to the iPhone 16 Pro, for example, what we got last year. So this will be a slightly bigger chassis, what you'll get inside of this phone, and then obviously that does mean too that obviously slightly bigger actual sort of screen. So if you do have a case for an iPhone 16, yeah, it's not going to fit the iPhone 17, so just be aware of that. But then after this, staying with the front of the actual phone, well, the actual camera on the front, this is the selfie camera or the FaceTime camera, whatever you want to call it, this is also going to get an upgrade too. It's actually going to be upgraded to a 24 megapixel camera. So this is fantastic news that Apple are finally upgrading this, because we've had that same sort of camera ever since, say, the iPhone 14 Pro sort of model. So it's a long time coming, this needs upgrading. So 24 megapixels is coming to the front facing camera, so your pictures will look sharper, brighter, you name it, they're going to be far better than we've had before. But then moving on for the fourth big upgrade, moving to the rear of the phone, to the cameras there, well, we're going to get some upgrades here. So right now with the iPhone 16, we have a 48 megapixel sort of main sort of snapper, the main one, but the ultra wide is still a 12 megapixel on the iPhone 16 normal and the 16 Plus. But it looks like this is going to be upgraded just like the 16 Pros were. We're going to get the ultra wide, it's going to be upgraded to a 48 megapixel. So you have a 48 megapixel ultra wide and also a 48 megapixel wide sensor on the rear of this phone this time round. So those ultra wide pictures will look even better. I'm sure even say low light sort of photography and videos, this will even look even better this time round. So this is great news to hear that we're getting some upgrades there with those cameras as well. But after this, for the fifth most important change you must know about, and that is to do with colors. Apple are introducing even more new colors again to the iPhone 17. It looks like we're going to get like a lime kind of green color added this time round. This is one that's quite exciting to hear about. And we're also going to potentially get a new kind of pinky kind of purple also added to the range this time too. There is still going to be a blue color, a black one, a white one, and even potentially a gray color. But this is going to be the new main colors, that kind of sort of lime kind of green, that kind of sort of pinky kind of purpley kind of color, what's going to come out for the iPhone 17 normals this time round. And then for the sixth big upgrade we've heard about, it's all to do with charging. We've been hearing that the new iPhone 17 models are all going to be compatible with Qi 2.2. Now Qi 2.2, what this essentially means that you'd be able to do wireless charging up to 25 watts. Right now, the iPhone 16 Pro and the iPhone 16 Pro Max, if you use Apple's official MagSafe charger, their new one, you can get 25 watts with that if you plug it into a 30-watt sort of adapter outlet out there. But obviously, having Qi 2.2, this is a universal kind of language out there, what is spread along sort of loads of third-party kind of chargers. So this means at last that you can probably buy, say, a MagSafe kind of power bank to stick on the back, and it would charge at 25 watts, which is great news to hear, because currently the iPhone 16, the 16 Plus, only charge at 15 watts. So this definitely is a welcome improvement we're going to see. Now, more than likely, we're also going to see some improvements maybe with USB charging as well, USB-C charging, but we haven't seen officially anything to say what that's going to be. But obviously, if the wireless charger is being improved, obviously we're expecting USB charging to be better this time around. But first, guys, I just want to tell you quickly about the channel giveaway for this right here. So I'm going to be giving away at the end of September time one of these. This here is an iPad Pro with an M4 chip inside of it. And I'm going to be giving it away to one lucky subscriber on this channel. And it could be you. And all you have to do to enter it in is just do two things. The first thing you need to do is just put down in the comments below right now of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2025. Maybe it's going to be a new iPhone, maybe it's going to be a new iPad, maybe it's going to be a new MacBook, maybe it's got nothing to do with Apple whatsoever. It could actually be, say, a Nintendo Switch 2 or something else completely different. Now, the second part of the giveaway will be happening at the end of September time, where I'll be making a video giving you more even details about the iPad Pro giveaway, including when I'll be doing the live stream, and also a little form to fill in too. And you won't want to miss out on that video, so if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell, and make sure you watch that video when it does come out. Plus, you also want to be a subscriber too, because I'm giving this away to a lucky subscriber. The other thing I just want to quickly tell you about this iPad Pro, it is the 13-inch model, and it's also got 1 terabyte of storage. So that means it's got 16 gigabytes of RAM, a 10-core CPU, a 10-core GPU, and not only this, it's also the cellular version as well, so you can take it out and about, and I'll be giving it away on this international giveaway. But the last thing I just want to quickly tell you is that sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonate me, tend to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message. Please do ignore these people, or better to see right here, please do report them. So moving on from this, for the 7th big upgrade we've heard about, and that's all to do with battery life. Do you remember earlier I mentioned that the iPhone's going to get slightly bigger in its design because of that 6.3-inch display? Well, this means obviously there's going to be a little bit more space in the phone. So with this then, a slightly bigger battery is going to go inside the likes of the iPhone 17. We're not too sure exactly how many milliamp bigger it's going to be compared to the iPhone 16, because there's been a lot of conflicts. But the main thing is that what's been showing with them is that obviously they are going to be higher with battery capacity this time round. And that also does lead me on nicely to the 8th big upgrade, and that's going to be the A19 chip that's going to be going inside this iPhone. And this is going to be combined with 8 gigabytes of RAM, so just be aware of that. And obviously this chip is going to be more powerful than the A18. So the A19 overall, probably GPU, CPU and NPU is probably going to be around about 25% faster overall compared to the A18. But obviously it'll be even more efficient there. So this is going to be great news to hear. Plus the fact that we're going to probably even get, say, a new kind of C2 chip or an enhanced C1 chip, the communication chip like we got in the iPhone 16e. So this means then obviously battery life will be even better because of that 5G kind of modem, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. It's all going to be custom made by Apple. So again, built from the ground up, this will be even more efficient this time around. So this is great news to hear. But moving on for this, for the 9th big important leak that you need to know about, and that's actually the release date or the release time of the iPhone 17. So the iPhone 17 is planned to come out week commencing the 8th of September. Most likely the Apple event will happen on Tuesday the 9th or Wednesday the 10th of September. And be able to pre-order it on that Friday the 12th, and then you'll be able to get it in your hands for the first time on the 19th of September, a week later after that. So that's when the release date is going to happen, and also the planned Apple launch event as well. But then finally, finally, for the price-wise, the great news is about the normal baseline iPhone. We've been told there's going to be no price increases this time round for this model only. So it's going to still start at $799 US. But one thing we don't know about is if the storage is going to start at 256 or it's going to start at 128 gigabytes like it has done in the past. But we do know is that the price is going to be staying exactly the same, just like what you can see in this leak right here. So that is fantastic news to hear, that we're getting all these other upgrades that I've told you about, but yet the price is staying exactly the same. But with that then, guys, are you excited for the new baseline iPhone 17? Are you going to be getting one? Well, let me know in the comments below. And with that as well, guys, it's time to wrap up this video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. As always, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.